Sepp Blatter is a name that has become synonymous with football administration. The Swiss-born Blatter served as the president of FIFA, the world governing body for football, for 17 years, from 1998 to 2015. During his tenure, he oversaw the growth of the sport into a multi-billion-dollar industry, while also weathering a number of controversies that would ultimately lead to his downfall. Joseph Sepp Blatter was born on March 10, 1936, in Visp, Switzerland. His father was a chemical plant manager, and his mother was a housewife. As a young man, Blatter was a talented footballer, but his career was cut short by a knee injury. He went on to study business and economics at the University of Lausanne, where he also played on the university football team. After completing his studies, Blatter went to work for a number of different companies, including watchmaker Long-Ines and sports equipment manufacturer Adidas. It was during his time at Adidas that Blatter began to make a name for himself in the world of football administration. He served as the company's representative to FIFA and was instrumental in securing the sponsorship rights for the 1978 World Cup in Argentina. In 1981, Blatter was appointed as FIFA's technical director, responsible for overseeing the development of the sport around the world. He quickly gained a reputation as a skilled diplomat and negotiator, and his work was instrumental in securing the sponsorship deals that would help to finance the World Cup tournaments. Blatter's rise through the ranks of FIFA was steady but unspectacular. He served as Secretary General of the organization from 1990 to 1998, working closely with then-President Joe Havelange. When Havelange announced his retirement in 1998, Blatter threw his hat into the ring to succeed him. Blatter's tenure as president of FIFA was marked by both triumph and controversy. He oversaw the expansion of the World Cup from 32 to 48 teams, and he helped to secure the hosting rights for tournaments in South Africa, Brazil, and Russia. At the same time, however, he was dogged by allegations of corruption and mismanagement. In 2011, FIFA was rocked by allegations of bribery and vote rigging in the selection of Qatar as the host nation for the 2022 World Cup. Blatter weathered the storm, but the scandal would come back to haunt him in 2015. That year, US and Swiss authorities launched a series of investigations into corruption within FIFA, resulting in the indictment of several high-ranking officials, including two of Blatter's vice presidents. Blatter himself was not implicated in any of the charges, but the scandal forced him to resign as FIFA president in June 2015. He was subsequently banned from all football-related activities for 6 years. Despite the controversies that dogged his career, Sepp Blatter remains a towering figure in the world of football. He was instrumental in expanding the World Cup and turning it into a truly global event, and he played a key role in the development of the sport in Africa and Asia. At the same time, however, Blatter's legacy is tarnished by the allegations of corruption and mismanagement that plagued his tenure at FIFA. His downfall was a stark reminder of the dangers of unchecked power, and it served as a warning to future football administrators that they must always remain vigilant against the temptations of corruption and graft. In the end, Sepp Blatter will be remembered as a complex and controversial figure, a man who wielded immense power and who left a lasting impact on the sport of football, for better or for worse. His leadership style was often criticized as autocratic and opaque, with many accusing him of using FIFA as a personal fiefdom to advance his own interests. Despite the controversies, Blatter remained defiant to the end, insisting that he had done nothing wrong and that the corruption allegations were part of a conspiracy to discredit him. He remained active in football, attending matches and conferences around the world, even as his reputation continued to suffer. In the years since his resignation, FIFA has undergone significant reforms aimed at improving transparency and accountability within the organization. Blatter's legacy, both positive and negative, will continue to shape the future of football for years to come. Sepp Blatter's life and career offer a fascinating glimpse into the complex and often murky world of football administration. His rise to power, his triumphs and controversies, and his eventual downfall serve as a cautionary tale for anyone who wields power within the sport. Despite his flaws and missteps, Blatter's contributions to the growth and development of football cannot be denied. He played a key role in turning the World Cup into a global phenomenon, and he worked tirelessly to promote the sport in developing countries. Ultimately, Sepp Blatter will be remembered as a controversial and polarizing figure, one whose impact on the world of football will be felt for years to come. Whether he is remembered as a visionary leader or a corrupt autocrat is a matter of interpretation, but there can be no doubt that his influence on the sport will be felt for generations.